Hey guys, my name is Jack, and today I'm going to be showing you a couple things that you can do to speed up your PC when you're playing Fortnite. We're going to go through, I think, maybe 5 of these, and hopefully these help you out. If they do, please leave a like and follow if you want to see any more of this helpful content. So, the first thing that you want to do, before even opening Fortnite that's down here, is you want to right click on your desktop wallpaper, right? And then it'll come up with this. And what you want to do is you want to go down to display settings and click on that. And you'll be shown a screen here that shows your display resolution and the orientation. Orientation don't really have to worry about. Landscape, it's good enough as it is. So here, most monitors will have 1920 by 1080, as you can see here. I've just got a slightly better monitor, which does 4K, luckily. But right now I've got it at 1440, which is the middle point between 1080 and 3840 by 2160, which is 4K. I'd recommend using 1080p. I can't do it right now because it's an OBS recording, but it is still very, very good. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to go down here and open up Fortnite. If you haven't opened it up, just open it up as usual. So what you want to do is you want to go up to the 3 lines at the top right, click on that, go to settings, and here you will see all your display resolutions that you'll need to speed up or slow down your PC. Right here is the resolution that we just did. If you've already done your resolution beforehand, it'll go to the exact resolution that you have picked. For example, you can choose 1080 or I can choose 4K. Most monitors will just be on 1080 by itself, but I'll just leave it at 1440 quickly. Here is the frame limit, right? So the frame limit usually is set to around 60 frames, which is still pretty good. It's around the recording quality that you'll see on most YouTubers or streams. I have mine right now. Luckily, I have a good PC, right? So I have it capped at 240 frames, and that's on this resolution. The trade-off between the resolution and the frames is that if you go lower the resolution, your frames will naturally get higher because the PC doesn't have to account for as many pixels. But if you do want to find a middle point, you can play around with these. Maybe go 1080 and go unlimited, see where that caps. Stuff like that, that may work for you. Over here is the graphic settings. You don't really have to worry much about that. This is just the brightness and the color blind strength. I don't really know why I have this on anyways. Over here is the graphics quality. You can auto set it, so you can go to either epic or high or low, medium. Any of these will actually work, except right now I use these custom ones. So it runs the game perfectly fine. It's got no shadows. I may actually up the textures a little bit or the anti-aligning, but you don't really need to worry about those, okay? And if you have a lower end PC, I'd really recommend using these settings and maybe even turning this down to 75% or so on. Now down here is very, very important, which is VSync and show FPS. Show FPS is very important when you're in your game if you want to see what kind of frames you're getting, exactly where you need to cap it to just stay on the border and make your experience overall better. Up here is VSync. So basically, if you read the description up at the top right, it tells you what you need to know about VSync. But basically, what it does is it avoids the screen tearing. So what that does is that it takes the frames and lowers them to the point where the monitor's hertz, refresh rate, you could say, is in line with the frames on the PC. That way, the screen does not tear and you don't see any lines in the middle of your screen once you're playing. If you have a good GPU, for example, I have an RTX 2060, which is alright, you can go ahead and put on allow multi-threaded rendering. What this does is it grabs a lot of the threads in your CPU. For example, if you have 8 cores inside your CPU, you'll have 8 threads. Or you could have the bumped up version, which actually gives you double that amount, which gives you 16 threads, but that's very expensive. So what you want to do is you want to click on this tab here with the gear on it, and this is the actual game tab. So these are the settings that you want to use when you're in the game. For example, turbo building or confirm edit on release. These are really helpful in the game. But what you also want to make sure of is your lag, because your lag can majorly impact your frames and the way you play your game. Right now I have it on auto, which is Oceania, as you can see down here, but all these other ones give me much worse frames. So you want to make sure that it's on auto, and auto will choose the fastest transmission rate from your PC to the servers. And this will give you higher frames in Fortnite. Thank you for watching. If this helped you a lot, please let me know in the comments section, and like and subscribe if this helped you, and if you want to see more educational content. Peace!